again, folks, and welcome to another rendition of Brian's Room. I am, in fact, Brian, and welcome to my room. Today, I'm going to talk about my favorite topics. I hit you with the superheroes, talked about basketball. I gotta get into other stuff. I be doing my thing. I be chilling, honestly. I kind of been slacking low-key on these videos, but my favorite topic. And I'm a grown man, and people hate on it, but boy, I love them. I love my cartoons. Today is the episodes about cartoons. Let me tell you guys, I've been a connoisseur of connoisseur is a collector, so I've been a collector of the funny moments throughout history and cartoons and animation, anime, whatever you want to call it. And I want to go through the top 50 cartoons with you, my personal favorite, no order at all. I'm just going off of memory and things I can think of in the short amount of time that I made this damn list and video. So the way I'm going to do it, obviously, just like I do other videos, separate it up in a couple videos. I'll hit you with my first couple, and then I'll do a surprise retro cartoon favorite of mine and go in depth about that as well. But I'll try to keep it up to modern cartoons because I'm 29. Not too many people, I have all people my age, so not a lot of people probably seen my age, seen the cartoons I'll probably list out. But I gotta, and if people do like cartoons, I gotta hit them with the old school cartoons so the kids these days be like, damn, let me check that out if I can check it out. So I want to get my people these days and then hit the next generation with some knowledge from our days, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just hit y'all with the first couple fire cartoons that I think of as so awesome and y'all need to check out because man, y'all just binge watch from the get-go. So I'm gonna hit you with Amphibia. Amphibia follows, it's on Disney Plus all seasons. I think there's only 3 seasons, honestly. It's called Anne Boom Choi, that's her name. Asian. Brenda Song, honestly, I just saw that on here. Brenda Song, I guess she's Lennon Tipton from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. So, follows her, what's it called? She's an Asian teenager. She finds a music box. They didn't even show that episode, it just shows her in Amphibia. She finds a music box, opens it, and it magically transfers to a whole amphibious planet full of frogs, lizards, and stuff. But it's in medieval time. It transfers her 3 friends into that time, and they'll one of her friends, Sasha, a blonde girl, teams up with the Toads, and the Toads are warrior rulers and stuff, and she's trying to rule the land. Another person's a wizard. What's her other friend's name? Let me see. I finished it a while ago, and every time I finish a good series, I don't rewatch them because I'm bro, I don't want to feel the emotions again. I'm just the emotions are good the first time, and once you hit it again, you're just the emotion's not there. It doesn't hit us again. But so I definitely forgot their names. Let me see. It's Sasha, I know. It's Anne Boom Choi, and what's there? Oh, Keith David, that black guy. He's King Andreas. That's pretty awesome. King Andreas is kind of how would you say, manipulative king, condescending king, you never know what he's gonna do type thing. Pretty cool. What is her other friend's name? But anyway, the other friend, I'll find her online. That's she was actually Anne's friend as well, and she becomes teams up with the Newts, and it's she's one of Anne's smarter friends. So the Newts are the inventors and the philosophers of the night times, and she becomes their leader, and they always look for her for advice and whatnot. And she's still looking for her friend Sasha and Anne in that world, but right now she's just kind of like showing the newts what to do and whatnot. She thinks she's the only one there. She doesn't even know those people are there. But and teams up with the planters. It's like, I think they're frogs and they're like little village people, and then they just have little antics throughout that village and stuff. And then in the third season they come back to the real world. It's a whole lot of stuff. I'm not gonna give you guys the real stuff, but the betrayal. It's also like Game of Thrones, like cartoonish stuff. It's fun. It's fun. Check out Amphibia, Disney Plus. It's only 3 seasons. Finish the first season. It'll leave you on a cliffhanger on the first season. Like, damn, what's gonna happen? All these shows you can be like, damn, what is gonna happen? That's my take on Amphibia. Definitely one of my favorite damn cartoons that came out the last like 10 years. Amphibia's fire. Disney Plus. Shout out to Disney. They got better. Going down the list. Number 2. I'm gonna hit you with the and I feel like all the good shows got canceled early, but I'm gonna hit y'all with OKKO. Let's Be Heroes, man. OKKO, Let's Be Heroes. Such a fire show. So fire, so fire. I think, another one that only hit me with 3 seasons, boy. Freaking KO is like, OKKO is like a whole, it's like an animated world, and everybody's like a superhero, and they all have super cards, and you level up the cards, you get more powers, and like they're actual cards, like they like hold like NFT type shit, honestly. And like when they hold them up, they're like, oh, I'm level 5 now. And then they level up, and then they just fight random characters. Freaking Captain Planet came on one episode. There was an episode where they had some villain from Teen Titans. He infiltrated OKKO, and it turns out he took all the heroes from past Cartoon Network shows. It was OKKO. Let's Be Hero Nexus event or something. So the guy from Teen Titans took all the heroes from past cartoons. So they show literally like Edda and Eddie. They show Double D from Edda and Eddie. They show people from Hi Puffy Only all captured, and that's why the show's ended type shit. I'm like, that's fire that they showed that, and I just thought that was cool. And then like he's trying to collect OKKO and then his show type thing. That was cool. And yeah, there's just the characters are funny as hell. Mr. Gar is like has an old relation. Mr. Gar is a store owner where OKKO wants to work. Because it's like the coolest spot. Mr. Gar has like the nice store, and he works with 2 teenagers, freaking Radicles and the freaking girl too. So yeah, I've finished all of them. I'm telling you, I will not go back to these shows. I'm just gonna check my camera so long. Enid's fire. I love Enid. Freaking Radicles is like alien. Enid is, I think she's a ninja actually, and then she's a witch as well. But I think she doesn't want to be. Her parents are like monsters, which. Rather be a ninja, so she chose to be a ninja type thing. She could turn into a block of wood type thing. I think it's fire. OKKO's mom was a former hero, and there's some big secret between her and Mr. Gar used to date type thing, and Mr. Gar always gets nervous around him. There's Lord Boxman that works across the street, and he always makes robots trying to fight Mr. Gar. Watch OKKO. I'm knocking them down, guys. Amphibia, must watch. 3 seasons, guys. Y'all watch dumb stuff all the time. It's only, first of all, OKKO is only 10 minutes an episode, and it's 3 seasons. That's literally a fraction of your day, probably. And then freaking Amphibia is 30 minutes, fraction of your week. But Amphibia, OKKO, first two, I'm gonna hit y'all with. Definitely check them out. Malala, a little better. So, I know they just came out in a movie. Shout out to Seth Rogen and Ice Cube in them. That was a fire damn movie. I watch it all the time. Kinda teared up the end, cause like if y'all haven't seen it, I'm not gonna ruin it, but kinda teared up the again. I get emotional, I get a connection to the characters. I blame Hollywood in there. Fine writing there. But very good movie. But I'm gonna talk about, I believe it's the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was on Nickelodeon. I think it came out in like 2012, I believe. But it follows the teenagers in New York, as we know. I just think it's fire because I think it has like 5 seasons and goes in real depth with like how everything became about, all the different villains became about. Basically, like Shredder has like different types of thugs and have like or like handlers, and if they cross him or anything, he turns up. Honestly, mainly if they don't catch the turtles or Splinter, they get sprayed with the mutagen that he got from Baxter Stockman. He's a return villain from all of them. He was one of the main villains in the new movie, but he's got the mutagen that can turn the same mutagen that made the turtles into what they are. He's got the mutagen, and if any of his thugs or handlers really don't catch the mutant Ninja Turtles, he throws it on them, makes them into different monsters. He even did it to Baxter Stockman, made him to the flag thing. He did to some Russian dude, made him into freaking Rocksteady. Did to a black guy that was voiced by Jamie Smooth. Pretty cool. I like that black dude. Made him to Bebop, the boar, whatever we call it, and a few other. Chris Bradford, that was a big character that Mikey loves. He was good friends with him, but he betrayed Mikey. And then they all get different forms over time of their monsters. I thought that was cool, seeing what will happen next if they keep being hit with the mutagen. They do get in depth on how everything became about too, like how Splinter became Splinter. I like their take on it, because sometimes it's like Splinter was a rat in a museum, in a science lab, and then he got hit with a mutagen. Sometimes it's like he was a rat in Japan and he followed like the ninja styles of his master type thing, or he just learned it when he became a mutagen. But on the series, it's like he was a rat in Japan, and then he transferred magically his he wasn't a rat in Japan. He was a master swordsman in Japan, and he had a pet rat, and his house was burning, and he had a kid daughter at the time, Karai. Shredder takes her under her wing after a while, but his house is burning, he does some magic spell type shit, transfers his body into the rat, escapes the fire and gets to New York, tries to find his daughter, then got the mutagen, found the mutagen turtles under the sewer, and then raised them, found Karai years later. She's working for Shredder, badass bitch. I love that. I've been watched the whole thing in about 2 weeks. Also, like I said, I think it's on Paramount Plus, I believe. 10 out of 10 on the series. All three cartoons I talked about so far. Amphibia, 10 out of 10. OKKO, 11 out of 10. OKKO, I love you. OKKO, fire show. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 10 out of 10. I'll say so. I'm gonna hit you with another one. I let it sit for a while, guys, and I don't know why, but I threw it on literally this summer. Binge watched the whole thing, and I think they're gonna come out with something new. and I'm excited for it. It's Craig of the Creek, he's gonna save the day. Craig of the Creek, Craig of the Creek, Craig of the Creek, my black brother. Fire show, fire cartoon, y'all don't understand. And I say because it's hard to compare like cartoons these days to cartoons we grew up on, but it is literally like on some like recess type thing, in a sense like a kid has a different ability all throughout the creek, and I love that. There's like a horse group of girls, there's the bike kids, and then there's people on the other side of the creek that it's like, yo, you can't mess with the other side of the creek because it's like you don't know who's on the other side of the creek, and people on the other side of the creek don't live free, they have a king. Ah man, it's so fire. They like freaking they do a game of capture the flag, and then they have things that tie in from like the 80s from previous creek goers. Oh, it's so fire. I love Craig. I like it too because it's like relatable for black. The family's relatable. They do like cool black like references. The mom was dressed up like Missy Elliott. The dad was like Steve Urkel for Halloween. Interracial relationship. The older brother Bernard fell for the thick white girl. Don't we all, Bernard? Don't we all? It was funny. I thought it was funny. The little sister Jessica. They say she might get a spin-off. If she gets a spin-off, I'll check it out. It's pretty funny. If it's on some like only for kids things, I don't think I'll watch it. But if it's like Craig of the Creek, I'll watch it. I don't know. My boy Cannonball.
Nobody can dull my sparkle.
Yo, you shine real good. Where's Kit?
She's on vacation.
So are the rest of the 10 speeds. I was hoping for an ice pop to soothe my lonely, lonely heart.
Seems like everyone's on vacation.
A long journey back to my own galaxy.
Yeah, I'm head out too. And go jump a ramp or something. I haven't decided yet.
Hey, wait a second. No need to give in to the heat monsters or jump sad ramps all alone.
I said I hadn't decided yet.
We can join forces.
That boy's hilarious. I love Cannonball so much. That boy is so funny. Xavier, King Xavier. Oh, and then there's another, I believe her name's Sasha too on that. Sasha, she's like Xavier's like right-hand warrior. But there's an archer dude that protects Craig's side of the creek, but they don't really know who he is and everything. Such a fire show, guys. 15 out of 10 on Craig of the Creek. I literally saw it like years ago. There's a couple ones that I guess Cartoon Network dropped some fire things that I did not want to watch because they kind of look corny, but once you give them a shot, they're pretty fire. And Craig of the Creek was one of them. I think it came out literally 2013, 14 type thing. I let it sit there for a while, and one summer I was just bored. First episode, I was like, this show's hilarious. His friends are funny. Kelsey and JP. Kelsey has her, she's like a knight wannabe, and she has her little side quips that she has. I love it. JP's just weird. It's funny. And then, my other boy, freaking, Little Bobby.
What you got for me, Craig? Huh? I just gotta give this spot up to Bobby and I'll be free. Then it'll be his problem.
Hey, Craig, I don't care what year it is. Big Time Bobby's got the candy. Big Time Bobby's gonna take the ace away from you. My candy.
And that's Craig of the Creek. 15 out of 10. The characters are funny. It's all different on every episode too. Like, it's not gonna follow just Craig the whole time. It might be an episode about the bike girls, the horse girls, the other side of the creek, cutaways things, about Bernard. I love it. So I'm gonna end it with that. all recommends. This is like top 50 cartoons personally, and if y'all watching it, these are the ones I personally watch y'all to watch. Especially like I said, it's for all ages. So like if y'all got kids now, watch it with your kids, something to watch, something like good to watch too. You don't have one like TikTok stupid ass stuff. Watch a cool cartoon with your kid, laugh. So I hit you with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Amphibia, OKKO, and Craig the Creek, and it's time to reveal the mystery freaking throwback cartoon. And I just gotta get out the way. One of the best. SpongeBob, man. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. Let me get out the way. There's the top 50 favorite cartoons, and who can? Y'all gotta show love to the man in the yellow and the freaking square pants, brother. That is one funny show. I don't know. Excellent writing. Excellent. It's all in the writing, right? It's all in the writing. I don't know who wrote it. I guess Tom Kenny. I guess he was Steven Hildenberg. I remember that name often on the freaking theme song. Theme song's fire. Oh yeah, I should have said that too. I forget to say that. All those theme songs. OKKO, fire theme song. Amphibia, fire theme song. Craig the Creek, it gets annoying, but it's so damn catchy. I think that's why they did it. Craig the Creek. The guy sings horribly. Craig, he does it like that too. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, fire theme song. SpongeBob SquarePants. It's like ringing in the head. I say it just like that, and I know y'all probably sung
What is in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants!
the rest. SpongeBob, man, it's such a classic show. There's timeless characters. Each one can have their own freaking episode. Obviously, it got a little in the later seasons, but I'm gonna stand by it. Season 1 through 5, up until like the season where he gets Mr. Krabs loses his mattress, and then there's like the skill crane, and then that type season. Up until then, fire. The movie, fire. Obviously, like I said, it gets a little dry. The other movies are kind of but it gives you timeless characters: SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, Mrs. Puff, Sandy, Plankton. Let's talk about SpongeBob, bro. Freaking jellyfish connoisseur, can't get his license. I know how that feel, man. Failing that permit test, man. It's a bitch. That permit, that road test, that license test. I understand, SpongeBob. Patty Flipper, man. Freaking like classic episodes. I literally threw it on Paramount Plus the other day, started from season 1, and I just was dying because I haven't seen SpongeBob in probably like 5 years. I was like, this is hilarious. Freaking it started off it was like the bubble stand episode. He blew a bubble to Patrick, and then like Squidward intercepted the bubble and said something. He was like, and then Patrick said something back. He was like, I think you're the best friend in the world. And then Squidward was like, Patrick, you're dumb. And then Patrick says it, he's like, oh yeah, you're stupid. Yellow's dumb. It's just funny. It's funny. Pizza delivery episode. Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza. They made up stuff that literally people wouldn't know from their SpongeBob references. Like, how if somebody said Mina Hoy Minoi, you know what I'm talking about. If somebody said freaking Happy Leif Erikson Day, nobody know who Leif Erikson is, but they know what Leif Erikson Day is. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Let's see. Freaking Squidward is how everybody feels nowadays at work. They do not want to be at work, and they probably get annoyed with most of the people at their job. I feel you, Squidward. Plankton is hilarious. I think he's just like a realistic dude. He just speaks in his mind and just wants formula. Mr. Krabs. Somebody told me too it like followed all the 7 deadly sins too. I think it was some girl I used to mess with, but pretty funny. Yep, 10 out of 10. No, I'm sorry, 100 out of 10 to SpongeBob SquarePants. Let's all give a round of applause and thanks to the many fun years of SpongeBob SquarePants. Couldn't be the man I am today without my boy Bob. Funny guy. Might have to do a whole damn episode dedicated to that man now I'm thinking about it, because I was gonna do a lot dedicated to a lot of these cartoons, but as I started rewatching it, a lot of great memories came back, and they came back. It started in 1999. Like I said, it's going dry. Honestly, I think it started in late 98 was the first episode, but it started to go dry, but it's 2023 and they're making new stuff from SpongeBob. So shout out to the longevity. It has to be a good show for going on for over 25 years. That's pretty good. So shout out to SpongeBob. I'm gonna end it off with their day, and I just want to thank you guys for joining in another rendition of Horizon. I'll catch you guys again soon.